Good morning, world. Welcome to another edition of U-N-I-VERSELIFETV. That is at U-N-I-VERSELIFETV in all caps. I'm your host, C-Win, and welcome to another episode of Charlie Recurve. So today's episode is going to be very brief. The reason why is my car is in the shop and all of my equipment is in my car in the trunk, and I currently came to the archery field in my wife's car, and so all I have is my bow, my arrow, and some new arrows, and some equipment that I have in this little bag. So today is just going to be brief. I just wanted to make sure that I got here and worked out and worked on my skill set. So I'm only going to be working straight on the 40 yards today. I'm on a time restraint. I got to get the car back to the missus. She has to go to work, so yeah, today we're just going to do the 40 yards. I don't even have my stand for my camera. All right, so I'm about to use this tree. Yeah, so this tree is going to be my camera stand. Improvising. All right, so again, we're not going to be here too long. I'm on time restraint. So let's get it. I found a little groove in here to use. All right, hold up. Let's see if I could center it just a little. Right there. There you go. That should be it. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. All right, camera's still on. Oh, I need my glove. Yeah, I'm all discombobulated this morning. But just like everything else in life, life will present detours, obstacles, challenges, and it's up to me to figure it out or cry over spilled milk. I don't have time to be crying over spilled milk. I don't have my guard thing neither for my shin. Why am I calling it a shin? For my forearm. This is your shin. So I'm not even warming up. There's no warm up here. I'm normally I warm up with the 10 yards and 20 yards. Then I start to focus on the 30 yards, and this is day 2 on the 40 yards. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do my best not to lose any arrows. That's the goal for today. Now, can you see the target down there? It is right there, but down there. All right. Lost my first arrow. That hit the target. I don't know if it hit the paper or not, but it hit the bag. Hit the post. It was short, but it hit the post that the bag sits in, so I'm fine with that. That hit the bag. I'm gonna have to look on the camera later on and see, because I seen the whole bag move. I couldn't even see the arrow. I'm still using my original black and white arrows, but when I ordered some new arrows, got orange and white, so maybe that'll help me with these long distance shots to be able to see the arrow. Sometimes it's difficult watching the arrow travel. But I only know that it hit the bag because I watched the bag move. So that's a great thing. Hit the wood. Right below the bag. So at least I know where the arrow is at. However, I might have lost the tip because it didn't hit the way how it sounded. It sounded like the arrow tip is embedded deep into the wood, the wooden fence. So I might have lost the tip, but I have replacements, so I'm not worried about that. Well, you know what that sound is. Hit the aluminum plate, which means that the arrow sailed high. I'm about to use one of my brand new arrows now. So I'm going to see if I can trail or track the orange as it sails. So we will see. Oh yeah, that's much easier. I've seen that arrow. The orange is a little bit more flashier for me to be able to see. That one went low. It was on target, but just a little low. Okay, that hit the wood. Right outside the target. The target box. Okay, so we got the target box, the bag, the target paper. The target box is a little square that the bag sits in. So when you hear me reference target, it's in the box. That's, I don't know, I think it maybe approximately a 3 by 3 square box. I think. I'm just guesstimating 3 feet by 3 feet square. That's what I think. It might be a little larger when I go down there. I'll kind of measure it out a little more. It's either 3 by 3 or 4 by 4 feet. And then the bag itself, I believe, is a 2x2 feet. And then the paper I know is 1x1. Standard paper to target. Foot. Okay, last arrow. That one sailed to the right. Somebody left an arrow here. Let's see what this is. I hit the bag. That arrow's smaller than my arrows. Alright, let's put this up here. And let's go see. So I'll walk you through it. Okay, so we got two that hit the bag. Okay, so, oh, I did hit the paper. Yes. Okay, can you see? I did hit the paper. Here, I got a 1. And then I hit the bag here, so 20%. That's 2 arrows. That's 3 arrows. That's 4 arrows. That's 5 arrows. There's 6 arrows, but this one is no good. The feathers is all messed up. Can't get that one out. Alright, so All right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lost 2 arrows. So it's 2 stuck in the aluminum plate and 8 in my hand. That's 10. So I didn't lose any arrows. I know the 2 in the plate, I can't use them anymore. And I have this arrow. Let me see if you can see. Turn it like a rotisserie. You see how it's damaged? Yeah, so this arrow is no more. It's good. This is the arrow that also was in the plate. I was able to pull it out. All right, we're gonna do one more shot, and then I gotta go. So we have, and I'm gonna use this damaged arrow one last time, even though I know it's not gonna have no accuracy to it when I do it. All right, let's get it so I can get out of here. Start with the damaged arrow. His last hurrah. This arrow is a true soldier. It's gonna soldier out. It'll be amazing too if I hit the target with it. I have no expectations, but still, it would be amazing. Let's see. Pretty straight. Hit the wood right next to the box and bounced to the ground. That was really a good shot. As long as if I hit the wood or inside the box, it's a good shot for me. All right. Went and sailed upwards and it went into the middle. So I'm not sure if it hit the wood. There's a wood bar. It hit that and then the aluminum plate. I'm not sure. What I am sure of, that it sailed high. Not a good shot. Hit the fence. Hit the bag. That was a good shot too. Might have hit the paper. That was a good shot. That was low, hit the rubber. Now, the new arrows. We have 6 shots left. like how that sails. Alright, we're gonna figure it out though. That was the worst shot of the day, of the morning so far. I hit the box, so that was a good shot, but it bounced to the ground. So I got 2 that hit the box and hit the ground. I count those as good shots. Maybe not good, but that hit the bag. I like that one. What I am noticing is these arrows, this brand of arrow, I could see it going like this. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to do some research as it's flying. It's kind of spiraling. I don't know what that is, if that's even how it's supposed to go like that. Hit the wood outside the box. I know something else I'm noticing that I do that I gotta work on. So I think I know the reasons why I'm always veering to the right. I just caught on. I'm using the wrong eye. So when I'm like this and I'm pulling back, for some reason I'm relying on my left eye. Maybe I should be relying on my right eye because my right eye is in line with my right arm. So I'm gonna test this theory real quick. Same. All right, so maybe it's not the eye. All right, last shot. I got 2 that hit the bag again. So I'm already at 20% of hitting the bag, 40% of hitting inside the square. All right. That's the worst I could do. All right, let's get it. Last shot. Damn. It sailed up. I watched it sailed up. It was a good one too. I thought it was gonna go. I really thought it was gonna go hit the bag. All right, let's go see what I did. And let's get out of here. Short episode today. But sometimes, like people who exercise, sometimes we don't feel like exercising, and I always encourage a person, even if you don't feel like exercising, just go and do half of what you normally do, just to stay in routine, or do less of what you normally do, but just stay in the routine. And the routine is not the exercise, the routine is the time spent. So these two. Okay, so what's good for me, here, 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 here. Anything inside of that is good for me. hit the wood on either side, I'm still counting that as good. That's inbounds. So I'm 40% of being inside the box. I am 20%, just like the first round, of hitting the bag. My arrows. See what arrows can be salvaged. So we got one arrow here. We got another arrow here. These two arrows are good arrows. These go up here with the targets arrows. So those are the 4 successful arrows. Now we got to look for my other arrows. We got one sticking in the wood right there, but that's out of bat. That's why I knew it didn't hit the aluminum plate, but it hit the wood, and then the wood hit the plate. That's why I had that dull metallic sound. Okay, hopefully I can get that out. Yeah, and then we have these 2 low shots down here, and we have 2 into the woods here. So how many arrows is that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's an arrow missing. Oh, right there. I think that's it. Oh, no. One hit the rubber. Oh, that's it right there. There's an arrow missing. Where is that arrow? I don't see you. Oh, yeah, it has to be that. Yeah, okay, wait. So 1, see, there's 3 arrows in the loom. Oh, yeah, so one of them, yes, I got all the arrows. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one of those 3, well, not that one, I already know that's up there. One of those 2 makes 10. All right, so we're good. All my arrows are accounted for. Five. Man, this is not coming out. There you go. Got it. I don't know how damaged this is. A quick day. 2 sets of 10s. 20% hit the bag on both attempts, which means lots of room for improvement. I hit the target here, 1. I keep my targets I can't wait to hit the yellow. Oh my God. When I can't wait to be consistently hitting the red and the yellow. That's the goal by the summertime. Summer is approaching. So before this summer is out, I want to consistently be hitting in the red and yellow. Blue, red, and yellow. Consistently. I want white and the black to be terrible shots. I want the blue to be an average shot. I want the red to be a good shot. No, let's say that over. I want the white and the black to be poor shots. I want the blue to be a good shot. I want the red to be a great shot. And the yellow, of course, excellent. And if I could ever hit this little tiny square, the little cross that's in between the 10, I'm going to count that as 20 points. Now, if I ever could hit that dead center, ooh-wee. Another blessed day. Do you hear that? It is such a beautiful sound. Life all around me. Early morning. People just waking up, getting ready to start their day. My day has already started. I love that sound. Life in abundance. Makes me think of the book of Genesis, chapter 1. Oh, I gotta Google to see how often I have to read. The bow looks good. The string looks good, or the cord. I don't know how often I have to change this. Looks good though. Nothing wrong with it. All right, so before I sign off, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers here at all 47 of you here at U-N-I-VERSELIFETV. At some point, one of the things that I want to work on is stress management. I want to continue to show the progress of my therapy from my ACL. Do it right. I still want to, I don't know, I'm just got a lot of thoughts going on in my head right now. Yeah, but I want to come up with a show regarding stress management. Charlie Recurve is are episodes that are geared toward finding the courage to seek out and do the things we enjoy. Always, everybody should have a hobby or some type of activity. Charlie Recurve is definitely designed to show content on the importance of self-care. Right now, for decades, I've used basketball and playing chess as tools for enhancing self-care. And basketball, how I release stress physically. Chess, how I release stresses mentally. Prayer and meditation, how I release stress emotionally and spiritually. Everything in life is a stressor. Stress isn't just caused or accumulated by trials and tribulations or obstacles or challenges. It's not just caused by frustrations and irritations or fear or anxiety. Yes, those are commonly known for what causes stress, but yeah, laughter, having sexual relations, playing a sport, everything, meditation. As long as we're alive and our brains are active and our organs are working and pumping and performing their duties, causes stress. Minimal stress still stresses. So somebody who's a workaholic, for example, that all they do is work, 16, 18 hours a day, getting right? A lot of wear and tear. They have a heart attack because they're not getting the proper nutrition, maybe, or definitely not enough rest. And they have a heart attack. Guess what? Another person might be fit, right? And eating properly and be having a sexual encounter and have a heart attack, right? So, everything in life is a stressor. And so the most important thing that if I could put out in any of my content is to show it is important to find ways to be able to decompress, whatever that is. Self-care is so important, and that's basically what U-N-I-VERSE Life is all about. It's about self-care, enhancing self-care, improving insight on the importance of self-care. That's the gift that I want to share with whoever is willing to listen. It is okay to explore new environments. It is okay to challenge ourselves, to learn, to grow. Because I'm a firm believer that there's a time and a place for everything in this world. And so there is a time to work, there's a time to play, there's a time to hold on, and there's a time to let go. And it's just time for everything. I feel like I'm rambling now. So again, initially as I was thanking all 47 of my subscribers, and I want to also thank all my viewers. I appreciate your time and energy supporting U-N-I-VERSE Life TV and all the different episodes that I provide. Peace and blessings to you all.